Zoo Tycoon 2. After I did my 3-part Zoo Tycoon series, I was shocked at the number of people asking when I was going to do Zoo Tycoon 2. This game somehow slipped right by me as a kid, so I will be playing it here for the very first time to see how it holds up today. This video is perfect for you whether you've played it before or you haven't, because I'm going to offer a unique perspective you don't normally see here on YouTube. I hear the argument all the time that nostalgia is the reason these games are still relevant today, so I'm going to put that to the test. Does Zoo Tycoon 2 hold up, or is it all nostalgia? Let's try it out. So, as I mentioned in the first Zoo Tycoon playthrough, I'm not a maniac. I will not be playing challenge mode. I will be playing the freeform version of the game. So I love this globe thing that we have going on already. It's far more interesting than just the basic menu. This is a prime example of a sequel building upon itself in a meaningful way. You have the same menu system, but you have an entire globe with clickable hotspots. You have different map types, and then inside of these map types, you have the different maps with their sizes and etc. For this playthrough, I'm going to do Grassland Large, and let's go. So first impressions from somebody who's never played this game before. With it being 3D, I love that I can rotate like this instead of the 4 different preset angles. Being able to do this actually adds a lot of depth and dimension to the game. Now, unless I don't know how to do this, the thing I'm finding that I want to do is I'm wanting to change my angle like this so I can see a better, what's the word I'm looking for? Change my angle of camera rather than rotating side to side. So we have our zoo ranking here, it looks like, and our full menu system. I'm going to start by clicking on this front gate to see what we can do here. So we can open and close our park, and then we have our admission price, set free price, low prices, moderate or high prices. I really like that I can close my zoo. I can't remember if you could do that in the original Zoo Tycoon game. I'm going to close it for now so I can take my time to really get to play this game before guests start to show up. We've got our income and expenses tab, zoo graphs, awards, buildings, donations. I can select male or female animal before I choose the animal, and you can see the direct difference in their species in this menu first. And I love that there's different animal food types as well, rather than just hiring zookeepers and they just handle all of that. I like that I can place this down. We've got different toys, it looks like, and animal shelters. So already this game has gotten 1 or 2 points ahead of Zoo Tycoon for this button alone. This zookeeper recommendations tells me everything I need to know here and what type of fences are going to keep them in, which was a huge issue in the first game because it was a wild card if you didn't know what you were doing. It shows the type of food they might like, their toys. This is great. We're going to start off with the lion. Zookeeper recommendations, and let's see what type of fences we've got here. I like all of these, but my favorite that I'm seeing right here is the acrylic glass fence. I'm going to be so mad if there's an easy way to do this and you guys comment about it later. What I'm wanting to do is I'm wanting to grab and drag the screen, and I can't seem to find a way to do it. I'm right clicking and moving, left clicking and moving, and I just rotate the screen. I'm grabbing with both, and I grab with the mouse wheel. Nothing's working. I do my arrow keys, and it's so stinking slow. I want to know if there's a way I can grab. One thing I'm already really liking is how neat these fences are. I'm not seeing a way to put a gate. First, we're going to get a few lionesses in here, and Simba. Oh, look at that. They're drinking the water. Probably gonna need some staff now. Let's hire 2 maintenance workers, a zookeeper, a trainer. What does that have to do with anything? Educator? Still don't know how to build a fence. And see, some of you at home watching this are probably thinking, oh, it's so simple, just do this. But this is somebody who's playing this for the very first time. And that's what we're testing today. We're seeing how good it is to this day and how easy it is to find this, because right now I can't find it. Staff gate. To be honest, that seems a little tedious. I don't think that was a necessary change. I get it because the original game would sometimes just plop that gate in a really inconvenient spot, but I don't like having to manually do it. I would like to be able to click this and just convert to fence. Zoopedia topic. Oh, they have an entire Zoopedia in here? Look at all this information. Conservation status. Oh, wow. They have all of this information. They really went all out on this game. Now, I just opened this up. The animal needs section is so much more detailed than the first game was. You've got your basic needs, which is environment, hunger, and thirst, which I love that touch. Rest, exercise, and then they have the advanced status needs, which is privacy, hygiene, social, and stimulation. I am not joking. This is very, very detailed. Okay, let's get some food for the lion. I can give them dinosaur meat. Would that make them some like mutant lions that grow super large? We'll give them a steady diet of meat and fish. Okay, there are hotkeys to rotate this, which is nice. And let's buy some toys for them. We get a big ball in here. Holiday present with beef. Merry Christmas, here's some beef. And then we'll get the large rock cave in the back so they can get some privacy. I love this aspect too, where you can put deep water, shallow water, dirt, and you can up your brush size and you can blend things. This is really detailed. Like, I go all grass here, right? I'm gonna start with the all grass. I like that as long as you stay mostly within the lines, it'll also stay inside of your enclosure instead of going out. And then we can choose grass and dirt, which kind of blends it together. Because look at that, that's nice. And now we can do habitat editor, which gives us different options for hills, cliff sides, smoothing terrain. They have added a lot of stuff here. Make these dirt spots a little rocky. So I'm gonna drop down in first person mode. We're gonna take a look at our very first exhibit together. And this first person mode, adding a whole different dimension to this game. Press spacebar to open the gate. So you get to walk around as a guest or just walk into the enclosure as if you're a zookeeper. See, I feel like this feature was really necessary, especially when you start adding like the 3D stuff like this, because then what you design really does have merit, because now you can see the direct result of having an enclosure set up the way that you have it and how it appears for the animal and for your guests, which adds a really good level of immersion that the first game just didn't have. Press spacebar to replenish the metal food trough with water. So you can be a zookeeper? Okay. Kick this pursuit. Dude, are you telling me right now that you could play soccer in Zoo Tycoon 2? Let's go, bro. See, if you hold down the shift key, you can even sprint. I wonder, could you do soccer inside of this game? Oh yeah, come on Nala, come on Simba, let's go. Dude, I'm gonna make it in. Boom, baby. Oh, look at these moves. Oh yeah, I'm bouncing it on my head. Goal! And just looking at this rhinoceros here, we already have different fence types because they can obviously break through stuff that the lions cannot. And so I'm gonna have to put probably like a stone or a brick wall. I'm gonna do an iron bar fence for visibility. Here's another feature. I am running into new features constantly, which is a great sign for this game. Under your fences category, you have the freeform fence placement mode, rectangular fence placement mode, or you have the octagon. Oh, that's how you do it. So if you stay in your fence mode, then you can just click on where you want your fence to be, which is much nicer. Freeform mode, and then replace this. Oh, that's so easy. That's kind of an odd shape.
That's what she said.
So I will say that the fence tool takes some getting used to, but once you've got it, it's actually not too bad. I would say it's better than Zoo Tycoon 1's. I'm gonna do a car tire for these rhinos because they're a bit stronger, and maybe a plastic barrel as well. A salt lick? Here you go, lick some salt. Oh, wow. I'm getting tired of talking about all these new features, but you can do a rock filter, a plants filter, and a trees filter. If you uncheck these, watch what happens to your exhibit. Do these developers know exactly what we are needing and wanting to save time, giving us the flexibility to either have the game do it for us in a quick and meaningful way, or giving us the choice to have the customization to do it manually as well? This game is really impressing me so far. The lion's gonna give birth. I feel like I'm on National Geographic or something. Goes by the tree, lays down for a moment. Press spacebar to groom lion 8. What? You can go around grooming the animals? Come here, you smelly rhino. Can I ride the rhino? Press spacebar to kick this car tire. Are you kidding me? They even have physics of it rolling? Guys, I can kick a tire. Go around kicking barrels all day. Replenish the log. Go around kicking tires. Dude, what did this game not have? What next? Can I eat some hay or something? So I've gone ahead and added a ton of fun exhibits so that way we can open up our zoo. We've got our elephants here. We've got our are lions that you've seen. I added a really cool mountain gorilla exhibit and a Bengal tiger exhibit. As I was building all of this, I discovered elevated paths. You can see just how powerful this really is because I had this build all the way up and then I built a fence around this little island here, and it really just showcases the absolute possibilities you have when building your exhibits and roads. So just hopping down to first person mode here, we can run up this bridge and we can look down at our exhibit. I've also gone ahead and built a sky tram and I want us to experience that together. So let's go on a ride together on the Tytar sky tram. You walk up and you press the space bar and let's enjoy the ride. Now that we've opened up our zoo, let's see what the business side of this game has to offer. Here we got a family restroom. We've got an insect house that we can look at insects together. We've got a pony ride? Okay, get the ponies up in here. Animal photo booth? Oh, I see what that is. That's pretty cool. Finally got some food options too. Coffee, drinks. We're gonna get the works back here. Then we're gonna go with a fancy restaurant, perhaps on this other side of the park over here. And now we've got all of our different food stands. We've got bottles of water, soda, coffee. I mean, it's the food court back here. So now we are officially gonna hire a paleontologist or two because it's time to start building some extinct animals. So we're gonna want to build this extinct research lab because this will allow us to discover new extinct animals. And so the first thing I'm immediately noticing after adding the extinct animals house is if I press the space bar and enter here, I've got a fossil site that I can explore. Press space bar to dig here. I discovered a fossilized piece of This creates a whole separate minigame on its own, just adding even more replay value to this game. Is it realistic? Not the most, but hey, I think it's really, really cool. There are a ton of extinct animals in here, but we're gonna build the most exciting one, not the Stogosaurus. I know that's what you guys were hoping for. T-Rex. Imagine you're sitting at dinner at this fancy restaurant that I built right here, and you just hear It is really cool seeing dinosaurs again in Zoo Tycoon format. I do like the way that they look in this game too. They look pretty good. We're gonna build a Jeep tram throughout all of this as well so we can get a better view on the T-Rex. All right, and now that we've built our track, it's time for us to buy some vehicles and what a clever product placement. Buy them up. We're gonna take a tour on our Jeep tour. Move out of the way, kids. Hey, why can't I get in? Right in the vehicle, there we go. Whoa. Now I'm going to test something. I'm going to see what happens when I put a crocodile in the Tyrannosaurus Rex enclosure. Oh, it's my friend Ulrika. Well, the good news is it appears as if the crocodile and the T-Rex are perfectly fine in the same habitat. Look at you two being so friendly with each other. Now, I know crocodiles are big, but T-Rexes are much bigger than that. They got their scales a little bit wrong here, but that's okay. Press spacebar to wash. Here we go. I hope you feel squeaky clean. Elephant 2 just gave birth. A balloon bouquet has been delivered to your zoo gate. That's a really cool feature. If I sell these, how much do they sell for, the balloons? 250? What's the point of that? I mean, it's kind of a cool feature though. Now we're gonna get our first marine animal in here. And as I'm running out of space in this zoo, as you guys can clearly see, I'm only gonna have one Marine Mania animal in here, even though I've got all of these different types. So maybe I can try to combine them in the same tank. But here I'm gonna go with a bottlenose dolphin. But I think this one needs a name. Mariah? I think that's a great name. She's just chilling, having a good time. So just like in the Marine Mania expansion pack, you can raise the wall, you can lower the wall, you can raise the tank floor or lower the tank floor. Build a tank entrance. Oh, cool, you can even go swimming underwater. Look at that sun effect, that's pretty neat. And now we're gonna build a show tank wall so we can get a show going as well. Probably shouldn't have made this one so stinking big compared to the show tank. Now what I'm trying to figure out, how to get this show going. Train animal, hoop jump, bar jump. Oh my, opens up a little mini game. So what do I do here? Click tracer to start training with Mariah. We're gonna do some training together. Oh, it's not going well. Why are you so upset? Training failed? Okay, we're gonna try this again. Oh. What, you're just gonna stare at the wall? The only way to get these things to be able to see the show is by raising up the terrain like that? Okay, well, we can certainly try that. I feel like that's kind of low. Am I not understanding something? It's probably something super simple and everyone at home's like, come on, just click the button. This is my experience, now don't judge me. Now I'm gonna add the rock hopper penguin. Look at him flap those flippers. I'm not quite sure where I keep getting these amazing names from. This one is going to be for the Dimetrodon, which was one of the Earth's first animals that we know of, so it's only fitting that we name it after my first patron. Thank you! And for this one, we're going to put in the speckled bear from my wonderful friend Zack. Look at him just rolling around having a good time. We're just giving bubble baths all around today. And one of my personal favorite animals is the Tasmanian tiger, which is the only carnivorous marsupial to ever exist and went extinct in the 1930s. Let's name this after my patron Viktor. This game even has a photo safari view? Press spacebar to take a photo. I do have to say this is an incredibly novel idea for the time. This definitely didn't age very well with all the different softwares that are available now in the year that we're in, but at the time, taking pictures and having a gallery in the game was a feature in itself. I mean, I can go through here and I can take pictures of these insects like this, take random photos of guests, hello, get some of that good elephant action, get one of Bob Ross. So if you've come this far with me, we're gonna do Fight Club like we did in the original one. And what better place to host it than in the lion's den? Let's start off with pandas, Ethiopian wolves, snow leopards, saber-toothed cats, triceratops, mastodon, stegosaurus, camels, hyenas all over, tortoises, velociraptors, foxes, bison, wild horses. We need more of those than anything else. Well, there's all kinds of stuff going on. Oh man, stuff is breaking out too. The messages are going crazy right now. Oh my gosh, look at the absolute carnage. There's carcasses everywhere. So let's get the bad out of the way first. Scrolling is a nightmare. I want to be able to zip around real fast, be able to grab the screen and move it quickly. I couldn't find a way to do that. The second thing are the map sizes. I picked large, and yeah, some of these enclosures are gigantic, like especially this water tank over here. Let me scroll for 10 minutes to get over here. But I picked large. I wanted to have a really big map. I feel like even if I cut these in half, I'm only going to add maybe 5 to 6 more animals in this zoo before it's full. However, they've added tons of features, elevated roads, first person mode. Their terrain editor is so much better than the first one. I love the trams, I love the jeeps. I love how much detail is in there with your finances, your donations. Everything about this is just more detailed than the first one, and the biggest lifesaver. This Zookeeper button makes the game worth it 110%. That alone. As it stands today, it absolutely passes. Until next time, I'll see you later.